world's biggest promoters and the four biggest names in the heavyweight division right now.
What's your gut feeling then out of those three fights? Which ones take place?
It's very hard to discern right now. I mean, Frank Warren's tight-lipped. Bob Arum doesn't want to speak about it. Eddie Hearn is stum about it. I mean, he gave a long interview, didn't he, to your colleague, your Kugan Cassius, last week on the way up to the Conlon Lee Wood press tour. But Eddie didn't say a lot. He said, expect the unexpected. He didn't say expect the expected. So, I mean, I've done a story this week in which, my sources have led me to believe that there has been talk in the background, and there has been talk in the background about Anthony Joshua stepping aside, which I don't see anything wrong in, frankly, because he's got a very, very difficult rematch with Alexander Usyk if he takes it. He's also got a golden opportunity if he takes step aside, if that really is on the table. Because he gets the chance to fight for the undisputed title within that, if that deal is done, after Fury and Usyk fight for all the belts. So anyone pillorying him for stepping aside is wrong. It's an amazing business move. But yesterday, obviously, he came out and denied that. But he didn't say, I refuse to step aside. He said he hasn't done a deal yet. I know that Eddie Hearn, he is speaking today, Eddie Hearn revealed that yesterday. So it's a very confusing situation, and a lot will become clearer.
Okay, those are the words of Garath Davies, okay? And you heard him speak. You heard him give his reply from the response that Anthony Joshua gave us all yesterday, and some very colorful words, okay? And I like the way he broke it down. There are puzzles there that made you to believe, okay? And let's start with some, all right? Let's start on that IFL TV interview on one that Anthony Joshua did do. He said, I'm a smart businessman, and if the money's right, we have to look at it. Now, did he say he would take it? No. Did he say he wasn't going to take it, though? No. So, but that got people to talking and thinking, like, okay, you didn't give us a direct answer. You didn't give us anything concrete, okay? So that's one. Two, like he said, like Garath said, Eddie Hearn said, expect the unexpected. Now, I seen the interview. I just forgot to do the video on it. Sue me. But that's exactly what he said. And it makes sense. In boxing, you always expect the unexpected. Now, maybe he was just saying that just for, because this is the sport that I love, that I hate so much. And I hope we love that we hate so much, right? Because that's what we get. We get the unexpected, something that totally you don't see. Okay, so reading into that, you could easily read with your eyes closed that, hey, maybe Anthony Joshua, okay, is going to take the step aside money. All right. What else? The interview yesterday. I mean, the comment. He never said, like Garath Davies said, he never said that he wasn't going to take it. He just said he didn't have an offer. Okay, so that's one of those things we have to take in consideration. Like, hey, no one's offered him anything. Okay? And his other sources of them talking about anything, it doesn't really matter. Okay? Because his other sources that tell him that they're doing whatever, maybe they're thinking about giving him an offer and offering him something that's lucrative, and then they will present it to Eddie Hearn, and then Eddie Hearn will present it to him, and then they will all know, and then they will make a decision at that time. But it's like none of that is happening. Okay, so maybe Garath had some information that before it even reached the surface to even become news, he knew it firsthand from where it was coming from. So if those sources, if it's Bob Arum or Frank Warren, and by the way, those two guys, if they're not saying much, there's a reason why they're not saying much. A lot of times people are really hush-hush on how they present things or what they want to present, especially before it's presented to someone else. You know, if you're going to make someone an offer, the last thing you want to do is tell someone else about the offer before it's made to the actual person that the offer is going to. Okay, so that may be one of the reasons. And everyone is on a standstill. We're still in a moment of an uncertainty. I will be taking a drive. I'll be driving for work and all that good stuff. So we will do a live stream about this particular step aside offer, you know, so you guys stay tuned for that. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Garath Davis's Counterpunch, or Davies, sorry, Counterpunch on Anthony Joshua's response yesterday. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.